timid.
Did you feel embarrassed when he approached you like that, like in front of the class?
No, I felt targeted. I felt singled out. Right. But most people do in moments of conflict.
Right.
You feel like, oh, you trying me, or you trying to put me on the spot, or you trying to sun me.
Right.
You trying to lame me out. Nah, my
pride
I
and
actually
ego.
might be trying to tell you something to save you, to protect you from unforeseen things that you don't see.
Right.
Young man, put your money away.
This is parenthood talk.
This is adulthood, not just parenthood. This is adult. Because as an adult, if I'm sitting there and I'm watching this play out, not even being a parent, I'm like, young man, just put the money away.
I don't even mean you being a parent. I'm talking about a man who grew up in a house with two parents. This is parenthood talk.
Right.
I'm listening to you talking. This is parenthood.
It just makes sense now. Well, then it didn't. So I couldn't justify it. That's why they put me out that motherfucking school. I ended up on the south side. To answer your question.
That's one way to get. Yeah,
That's definitely them folks like, boy, we can't let you back in here.
You almost killed somebody.
Man, the acid turned the chalkboard pink. That holes in it, green and pink. It's like AKA hit that motherfucker.
You didn't get like a little splash on them?
Man, you should have seen that hallway, boy.
Smart.
Running hard and fast.
They kept you in the school after that?
No,
he got kicked. They kicked him out.
The police escorted me out. That told me you can't come back. I had to go to arbitration with my dad. My dad was looking at me like.
You did that?
He was looking at me, but see, because he know he had that.
Same thing.
He had that way worse than me. I'm like, I'm like clean compared to him as a younger guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
So at that time you was rapping when you was in high school?
I was.
So you was pretty popular already before you even hit the studio. But I mean, you was
popular.
You was hustling.
I was popular just as jock, like cousins, family. I made everybody feel like we good. I wasn't no issues, no beef. I ain't take sides. You know what I'm saying? Like if I walk in the lunchroom, it's 12 tables I can sit at. In real life, like I could go in any table I go to, I'm gonna know somebody at the table that really f me, and I really f them. You know what I'm saying? That's just being a universal player. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Balancing it out.
Because I sit back and I watch people. I watch when people go wrong all the time. I'm like, right there, that's it. And nobody else in the room see it. And then when I tell somebody, they tell me nah. And then when they come back up, they be like, how you knew that? I said, I pointed the moment out. You know?
You observed it.
Got to.
So when did you? All right, let's fast forward through your attempt murder on a substitute teacher to getting.
You can't call it nothing else.
Actually getting the record deal.
Man,
you gotta sound a bad boy.
Yo,
South. Bad boy. Let's just say bad boy. You say. Forget the South part.
Just say bad boy.
You still came along with the reputation and the notoriety of bad boy.
Right.
Were you a fan of Biggie growing up?
Yeah, I was. I really was. I was a fan of Bad Boy. I was a fan of the whole Bad Boy count. You know what I'm saying? For real.
What was it like the first time you met Puff? Did he love? Just making sure that's good.
Oh, that shit was just interesting. It was just, I was at Big Boy Studio. And what was crazy, I was trying to get Big Boy to do me a deal.
To give you a deal?
Yeah, see, Black on C-Bone was telling me and Chino, man, I'm gonna set up a deal, I'm gonna set up a meeting, And we came to the studio one day, the same studio where I first met Puff at, which is Stank On You. And Big Boy was like, yeah. So I heard the shit. Yeah, keep working on what you're doing. I'm like, all right. I'm like, shit, he ain't really fucking with what I got going. So the night I meet Puff is at the same spot. And I walk in there, Kim is in there, rest in peace. And he like, yo, you ready to put Bad Boy on your back? And I'm looking at that nigga like,
come on, man. We're trying to give you a break, bro.
Nah, just for the love of God, you just gotta get off of it.
All right, go. Yeah.
You know, because that's how it went. And I was just like, you know, it's a lot of things going through my head. I'm like, damn, this is Diddy asking me if
You're ready.
if I'm ready to put it on
To
my
carry
back.
the label.
And I'm looking at him like,
Because at the moment, okay, Jesus no longer there. You got 3 members from Boys in the Hood that no one's actually paying attention to, and
it's
they're
not that
kind
they
of feeling the
attention to him.
effects.
Niggas was like, what niggas was, that's the problem. Niggas was paying attention, like, what y'all gonna do?
The scrutiny.
It's like you had a time, you got a certain grace period.
Right.
You know, it's just like
Right.
one of the main niggas leave. It's like, bro,
Right.
you got
Clock's
a certain time
ticking.
to drop another record
Right.
to prove that
You belong
1
here
month you
without
don't stop no show.
Yeah.
Right.
Unfortunately, the guy that left just got a 64 bar verse from Jay-Z.
Jay-Z.
So
Go crazy.
now you're here.
Yeah, I'm here. Now you ready to put bad
So they like, take
Well,
this.
So
take
I'm
the
like,
vibes.
so I'm like, yeah, nigga, let's go. Yeah, I remember.
Were you
going-
confident in that decision?
Yeah, I was confident. I was confident.
Did you feel pressure?
Nah,
Of course. No.
nah, hell
said
nah,
no?
wasn't no pressure. Nah, nigga, I kinda know that nigga know what to do. Fuck you talking about? Ain't no pressure. I was like, now if I ain't know, then if I was like, I don't really know if he could. I know, I done seen this nigga. I seen this nigga have niggas in sand being around. Like, nigga, if you,
I've been
you know what I'm saying? I seen a nigga have video when the doves fly all out the motherfucking shit, nigga. I'm like, nigga, that's Diddy, nigga. This nigga got the imagination that I need. I'm on that shit.
Right.
Wasn't never no pressure there.
So Big Boy basically turned you down. Puff was in the studio at that time.
Man, a lot of niggas in Atlanta turned me down, man. And then when they turned me down, sometimes you just don't know, bro. Let's face it. Let's face it. You know what I'm saying? Let's face it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're going to get a lot of
If
no's
every-
before
if
you get a
every-
yes.
If every nigga knew that, you know, that certain somebody was gonna be that certain somebody, half of the people wouldn't be able to get to that person because they would never walk away from that person.
Right.
You don't really know, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
It's, how many times you don't fumble?
Nigga.
You know what I'm saying? Like you sitting there like, damn,
I could have.
I coulda, woulda, shoulda. That shit ain't about nothing.
Or how many times are you sure just for the artist to fumble it?
Huh?
So how many times is an executive sure in that pick and then that guy fumbles it?
Yeah.
That's the other side of it.
Shit, nigga.
You don't always spot the magic, but when you think you do, you
And sometimes you think you got, this finna go.
Yeah,
And niggas
exactly.
looking at you like,
Yeah, I don't
and
know
then
about
it
that
don't
one.
go. Now you like, I was just trying to, I believed in them though. Like, yeah, nigga, we tried to tell you.
But you weren't in that space because that record
Yeah.
from the time you dropped
And it
it.
was records coming right after that shit.
Yeah. And the first time we heard you, it was a hit.
Facts.
How did that feel? Was the belief there? Or rather, when you made the record, did everyone know
Oh no,
before
niggas
the
knew.
public did?
Oh nigga, before we even put a hook on that motherfucker, Nitty walked me out the studio and said, "Boy, you hear that motherfucker?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Nah, you don't." Boy, that shit there. And I was just calm. I was just like, because I was more so trying to embrace the moment of, is this that moment? Because how many times we done thought this was that moment? You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Wasn't, yeah.
And then it don't be like,
You need more proof. You
I need more proof.
Yeah.
So I was, even though it felt good, it felt like it was, I never felt this moment before. But this is the closest to what I think the moment's supposed to feel like. You know what I mean?
Who produced it?
Nitty.
So,
So, but my question
But
is
this was the beginning of the Nitty era.
yeah.
Right. This is my question because I was a very big fan of that song. I still am. Right. What was that process like? I always want to hear like what happened step by step. You're in the studio, Nitty plays a beat. You just start going in the booth and freestyle, and you sit down and write. Like, what was that process like?
Because it was nothing, he had never made anything like that.
That beat.
We hadn't even heard anything like that. Just
Right.
think about it. You can't be like, oh, this sounds like such and such. No, we
Nah, it
hadn't
ain't
heard,
sound like
we hadn't
nothing
heard, he
else.
had his own feel, his thing. And so it was like, niggas was like, yeah, boy, you need to go home and write to that.
So you took it home.
And Katrina was happening, Hurricane Katrina. And I just kept thinking, damn, what would Juvenile do? So that's why I say it's going down. Niggas didn't know that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
Shout out to Juvie.
I was a Juvenile fan, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Juvie.
Yeah, man.
How did the dance come about?
Some East Side niggas. You know, Juvie stiffed me one time, man. Juvie gave me a bad energy twice. The first, just imagine, I'm just coming out, it's going down, it's growing. And they having a party, they booked me with Juvie. I'm so excited to meet this nigga. That nigga was like,
What's that? What you mean?
you try, hey Juvie, I just want to tell you.
That's how Young Thug felt about Wayne.
Oh man,
That's
never meet
crazy.
your heroes, man.
Yeah, that
Never
shit
meet
hurt.
your heroes.
What was the second time?
Never meet your heroes.
So the second time, I owned a club in Atlanta called Venue, and big ass club, and I was like, man, I'm gonna do a Juvenile and I'm gonna do a fucking Cash Money party. So I booked Manny Fresh and Juvie, and nigga Juvie got there, sending people in like he coming in to grab the back end. Nigga left, nigga ain't come in. The nigga was, so I'm like, damn, Juvie. I'm like, so then it got back to me that, you know, basically they thought that I was using the situation to make him and Manny Fresh confront each other because he allegedly owed Manny Fresh some money from a deal they did. You know, so I was just like, bro, I don't know shit about that, nigga. I gave you a back end, nigga. So I remember, you know, talking to his management, Solomon. You know, I thought, man, this nigga was cool, at least on some man enough where we gonna hash it out. Nigga turned around and he died. You know what I'm saying? Type shit.
What do you mean?
He died.
Died from what?
Can't remember.
Damn.
So you never talked to Juvenile face to face?
Man, nah.
To this day,
I mean, it's been plenty of times where I
In the space.
you know, came into the city.
But
Like, we
now
love
it's
Juvie. Like, this is crazy. Like, even after that, it's kind of hard. It's one-sided because it's like, yo, I love what this man has done, you know what I'm saying, as an artist, his craft, his contributions to our culture, all that, right? But then on the other side, in a space that you don't really have a relationship with him, but you doing everything right on your end. And the shit just, you know, how the shit falls sometimes. And you be left in the space like, cause I could have shitted on that nigga. I could have went public with that, but it's just, you know, it was some money. I ain't even telling what the back end was, you know what I mean? But that's just how solid I am. But I was just like, damn, bro, you know, and then when I spoke with Solomon, he spoke with Juvie, you know, but I mean.
It's hot for trapper turn smack rapper. Only smack rapper that you know is smack rappers. Got bars, I can hang with the backpackers. Trap star, I don't hang with the backpackers. I'm in the hood with the work, you heard. Making fiends leave earth, you heard. Got your baby mama thirst, you heard. Feel the flow, nigga, throw it in reverse. This the wave you need to surf, you heard.